Writing good essays in UPSC is not just about subject matter knowledge. It is much more than that. What happens is when we are talking about one single subject, then your detailed knowledge about that subject you can write. But essays are not that simple. Essays are usually exploring contrasting ideas that are tussling against each other. There's a battle going on between the positive side and the negative side. North Pole, South Pole, tradition, modernity, development, sustainability. These are the forces that are at work, and there is a battle going on. And imagine you are the audience of that battle. How well are you able to represent it and report it and analyze it from both sides and talk about the nuances of that battle? That's called dichotomy or contrasting ideas, and the whole world is full of that, right? Whether you have yin versus yang or capitalism versus socialism, there is always the interestingness that comes out from this kind of a tussle or the pull, right? In music, for example, we have harmony and melody, or sound and silence, and when the string is tight enough, just enough, it gives a nice music. When it's too tight, it breaks. When it's too loose, it does not make a sound. So exactly like that, when we write our essays, we should explore the contrasting ideas, the nuances, just enough to bring out our understanding. So I'll take a few examples and then we'll look at them in detail. One of them, let's start with politics, right? Politics and good governance. Power versus responsibility is something that comes a lot. Security versus privacy. Global versus national. These are some common areas. Idealism versus pragmatism, that can come in leadership and governance kind of things. When you talk about society, the individual versus the collective. You might also have capitalism versus socialism, those kinds of things. Justice versus mercy, that's a classic one. Then if you go to environment, you're talking about nature versus human. You're talking about development benefits versus sustainability. These are some examples. When you talk about philosophical and psychological reasons or area, domain, you have reality versus perception. We talked about free will versus determinism. That's one area. And I think doubt versus certainty. You had this question that the doubter is a true man of science, right? Doubt versus certainty could be another one that gets repeated often. So we have so many of these, and these are what makes your essays richer, right? So explore these nuances, and in every time I see a essay topic, I kind of think, okay, what is going on here, right? What is the underlying forces at work? What are the forces that are pulling and pushing against each other and creating a tension that we must explore? And that's what essay writing is all about. So once you get to the core, and that's what I call it as the essence of the essay, this tussle that's going on is at the core of the essay. Once you get that, essay writing becomes so much more easier and fun, right? So explore these contrasting ideas or dichotomies in our essay course that is coming up soon. We will have detailed discussions about these dichotomies, and will equip you well enough to take on the essays challenge in UPSC.